Hey Chris, here's my second video. As you can see by the wiring on the workbench here, I've got everything all torn out. Um, I took this distribution panel out. I do have like I said, a new MSPD distributor. It's brand new, but even the other one that I drilled the hole in, I mean, it's not terrible, except that it has a hole in it. But yes, I did swap out, or I did run the new distributor cap to try to find out if maybe that hole was part of the problem. I also had another alternator, a bigger one, so I'm going to put that on, even though the other one wasn't emitting any RFI. So back over here on the car, essentially, I've ripped everything out. I had pretty much everything coming down the driver's side, or mounted and coming out of the driver's side, here in the where the original wiring comes out through the firewall, including the original pink ignition wire. So instead of bringing everything over to this side and using that power junction panel that I've made, I've decided to move everything, including what was the original wiring harness for the radiator, and I'm planning on moving everything to the passenger side. So my goal is to try and avoid any of this high energy coming out on this side. I'll pull the harness will come down on this side, and plug into the sniper, completely on this passenger side of the vehicle. I'm also going to run the wiring for the CD box that's under the center console. The wiring for the CD box, the pink ignition wire, the white wire that's coming off of the Sniper EFI, as well as the blue and green wires. I'm actually gonna. I didn't have this set up before, but I'm going to use the blue and green wire to trigger my fans. I didn't have that set up before. I was letting the thermostat in the radiator trigger the fans, but I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the ECU controlling fans. And what I'll do is I'll come out down here on the firewall. There are little rubber plugs that hold the insulating mat on the inside of the car. Some little rubber plugs, kind of like this one right here. I think you maybe can see it. I can poke that out. The hole's just big enough to put a small a number of wires through, and I'll come through there, and then I'll rewire everything so that it's on this side of the engine and very much down low and away from the HEI as much as possible. Like I said, I'm gonna go right to the battery with everything. I don't like the look of a bunch of wires, coming off my battery, but I'll show you in my email. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do there. So the only HEI that'll be even close will be the wires that are on the passenger side of the engine compartment. And like I said, I'm replacing these GM wires which have a 600 ohm resistance with a set of MSDs that have a much lower ohm resistance, and their claim on the Summit site is that they're much quieter with respect to RFI. So that's kind of where I am. Probably be a few days, but if you can give me any advice, like for instance, I didn't know if I could run like one wire off the battery and feed both the Sniper, one wire that was spliced into both the Sniper power as well as the 6AL control box power. I mean, I can run both wires directly to the battery, and that's probably what I'll do, but I just wanted to get a sense from you as to, what's best practice? How do you do this? I mean, how do you do your install so that, You don't have a, a downtown highway junction, a whole bunch of wires run into the battery. I just think it doesn't look very, very professional, if you know what I mean. To just have a big clutter of mess down there. But if that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do. So anyway, I really thank you for your help, and I look forward to your comments and your expertise. Thank you.